game back up as a group defensively. What are like some of the foundational blocks you think you have to start with?
I think we worked on some of them today. I think it starts with breakouts. I think it starts with communication. And honestly, a lot of mental stuff too, just trying to remove that plastic film that seems to be around everyone's head right now, where it's almost you're not thinking as quick, you're not moving as quick, you're not reacting as quick. So I think there's a lot that goes into it, but I also think that there's a little bit of a thing where we find one thing, it's going to trickle into all of the areas, and I think that this group has been through this before. We know we're in it, and we just got to battle our way out of it. So I think we worked on some of those things today, and hopefully we get a good day again tomorrow to have a practice, because if you look at the last 2 months, like, we haven't practiced. I think we have as many practices this week as we've had the last 7 weeks. So not an excuse, but for sure nice to be able to work on some stuff.
A lot of times if there's an outing they don't like, there's like, oh good, we can play right away. Maybe it's better sometimes to finally have some downtime. Only one game in 6 days, as you mentioned. You'll have 3 practices when you look at these 2 and then the one afterwards. That you can just, I don't sound, some people think, well, why do the pros need to practice? You still have to sharpen up your skills sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, that's your game's always a work in progress. I think you can ask Colorado. I don't think they think they're perfect. They're doing really good, but they're not perfect, and no team is. So practice is going to help that for sure. I think that we've had, I mean, especially on that road trip, it was nice to have we had some bad games, and you know you're playing the next night anyway. So that's sometimes that's nice, but I think now that it's been a little bit of time where we haven't loved our game, I think it's great to get some practice time in and to actually have conversations too, and talk about stuff that different guys are seeing in different positions, whether it's our goalies, our D, or our forwards, because everybody's got a different opinion or a different view of things, why they haven't been working for us.
Talk about the goaltending. Stu takes so much heat here. Does the defense have to help him out somewhat? They can't give up chances like your defenses and your overall team defenses.
No, I mean, it's the full team, and especially us as D-men, it's our job to help him out, to clear the net front, to make sure he sees the pucks, and both him and Picks, obviously. So we take a lot of pride in that, and we know we haven't been to our standard. We have to be a lot better when it comes to defending, when it comes to – I think we just got to get more consistent with not giving up the net front, like not giving up those grade A's. We have to try to limit that. That's just the bottom line of it. Like it's been way too many breakaways. It's been way too many uncontested, unblocked shots, so to speak, from the middle region of the net. I mean, you guys know the game. You guys, I don't even have to explain it. You see it. So that's something that we talk about, and for sure we got to help them out a lot more.
Your opinion after a game like that, what's the best approach in terms of, bouncing back in the next game?
Well, the thing is, when you're in a Canadian city that has that much, expectations from all different areas, it's easy to feel like when it's really bad, it's just terrible, and when it's really good, it's amazing. But there's usually somewhere in between, and you got to look at it in a way where we've played, I don't know the exact number, but somewhat of 25 games now. There's still over 50 left. Like we have a lot of game to go. Obviously our game's got to get better, but it's not going to come from feeling bad by yourself or whatever, being frustrated. You just got to have conversations. You got to talk to your teammates, talk what do you see and how can we help, how can we be solution oriented, and I think that's something that we've been doing in here and having some of those conversations, and hopefully that will show up on the ice.
As a player like yourself, you're always very accountable. Does every player have to look at the proverbial mirror and say, I got to be way better than I'm playing?
Yeah, I think that's where it starts. It starts with accountability on yourself. It starts with accountability on the leaders of this team. I consider myself one of those, and I try to. I mean, it's just you got to pick yourself up. You got to make sure yourself's ready. But if your game is somewhat going, you also can pick up the buddy next to you. Just talk, communicate, little things. If you can just go out of your way to bring an extra %, 2, whatever, it's going to collectively be a lot better. So, yes, it starts with yourself, but it's also about helping the team out. What's the best for the team, and always thinking that way.